Hello everybody, this is Raptor9814. Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. Welcome to Raptor Park. This is going to be a park that I have been that has been in the works in the background for like ever, because I have always wanted to do a Raptor Park. I am Raptor9814 after all. I feel like it's appropriate. It's thematically appropriate, and raptors are just my favorite kind of dinosaur anyway. So, or at least one of my favorites. I also like T-Rex a lot, but I'm a basic bitch. What can I say? Without further ado, we're going to get started. So we are on Yosemite, which I think is where we did the other park. But here's the thing. I want I want my Pyroraptors to be in the snow. I need snowy Pyroraptors. That's what I need. So that's what we're gonna do. And at the same time, I also like the evergreen, or like the conifer, whatever you want to call those trees, that kind of forest for the Utah Raptors as well. So it's not the best scenario, but it's also not the worst scenario. So it's fine. We'll make do with what we have. So what I am building here right now is this is a very utilitarian, very, like research-based park. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to have nice fancy paths for people, because obviously the guests will still be a thing. But this isn't going to be one of those big flashy, like, Main Street style openings like I normally do, because I do that a lot. And I am trying to stray away from what I normally do and trying to, like, that's what this park is supposed to be. This is supposed to be get me out of my comfort zone building and kind of, not have to worry about, well, what, and any sort of, like, there's no constraints here is what I'm trying to say. There's no time period constraint. I can do whatever I want with each dinosaur, and that's what I'm going to do. Each dinosaur is going to have a different exhibit. Every dinosaur that I build an exhibit for will be a different style of exhibit. I might use the same environment in some of them, just because, like, generically that's the environment that this is. But I do have some ideas for what I want to do. For example, I'll give you one example, okay? For the Atrociraptors, I want to remake a little Malta scene. Now, obviously, we're not in Malta, so it's not going to look that great. But I am hoping that between this sand or this dirt, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And of course, we have the snow and we have the rock as well. Now, one of the things I do want to discuss as well, and I know I'm kind of rambling at this point, but you can deal with it, okay? One of the things I do want to discuss is, I'm calling this Raptor Park, yes. That does not mean every dinosaur that has Raptor in it is in this park, and I want to explain that. I am going to be doing Indoraptor, Spinoraptor, and, or just Indoraptor and Spinoraptor? What did I decide? Oh, Indoraptor, Spinoraptor, and Scorpius Rex. Because, and let me explain my wording, or my reasoning here. The Indominus Rex innately looks like a big T-Rex style dinosaur. Movie monster T-Rex style dinosaur. Because that's what it's supposed to be. But that is not the kind of raptor I'm working with here. Because what I'm going to do is basically, the Scorpius Rex has raptor claws. It has the toe claw thing. And the Indoraptor is innately mostly raptor. And the Spinoraptor is also mostly raptor. So that's where I'm working with here. So I just want you guys to understand that, like, some of the ones, well, I say some of the ones. Really, the only one I'm not including in this is the Indominus Rex, because he is not raptor-sized. It's a size thing. That's what we're working with. I'm going to shut up now, because I've been rambling for a little bit, and I need to focus on building this little thing I'm building. So, I'll be back. Alright, so the main little area is done, and I skipped most of that for you, so you guys don't have to be bored with my nonsense. But at the same time, yeah. So I put in this little, the mural from Jurassic Park, just because of this is like an original paleo art for the Deinonychus, which of course was not in Jurassic Park, but it was the dinosaur they used loosely enough to base their velociraptors on. So that's pretty cool. And, yeah. So that's that. Now, also I put these here because, look at how cool that looks. It just looks incredible. I just like the way the raptor is. Now, I think I need to put lights in here because this does not light up at night, do it? Can I check that, actually? No, it doesn't. Okay, so we need to put lights in here. And we have a new light I can put in here. Is that too much? Is that too on the point, on the nose, or whatever you want to call it? Ah! Go on, then. I mean, it makes it very bright, but it also makes it very noticeable, so I don't care. Ooh, maybe you know what we could do? Edit like colors. Just make it like a green. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. I can't do anything with you, but that's fine. Yes. There we go. Illuminated in green. Because that is the color of the channel. Lovely green. Plus it also matches the mural, which looks really sick, actually. That looks cool as hell. So we're gonna leave that there. I also put these big redwoods here because you're gonna see this later on, but that will be a focus, in my park building. Because do I have the redwood brush? Oh, I absolutely do. Yeah, we're definitely going to be using this then. Okay, cool. I forgot which one of these environments had the redwood brush. That's so cool that this one does, because, yeah, I love the redwood. So, without further ado, and stalling and whatnot, I have spent enough time screwing around. We're going to go ahead and pick our first dinosaur. Now, I'm thinking to start with something a little bit normal. Or a little bit like, I don't want to call it boring, but normal. Because, basically, of all the dinosaurs we have, I'm thinking this one's going to be the least popular, basically. So, I started this park off with an idea for what to do for the TROODON, and I think we're going to start with that. We're going to start with the TROODONs today. Now, what I need to do is build a hatchery in the corner. Oh, wait. Let me decide where I'm going to put the first fence here, because that would probably be important, wouldn't it? Because what I'm thinking is, we're just going to build a pathway around, like, the center of this, and just have all of the exhibits around the edge, and then when we're done, we will put the velociraptors in the middle, because basically I'm going to build a desert biome for, like, a basic velociraptor, but I'm also going to build the redwood forest for the Jurassic Park 3 velociraptors. I think we're going to do 2 velociraptor things. I think it's just appropriate. It's a raptor park. It's also, the JP3 Raptor is also my favorite. I may just use that one, actually, because there's no reason that you can't, you know, utilize the environment you're in and kind of just do what you want, you know? So, anyway, oh, I think I will, change this to daytime, yeah? Not be so silly as to not do that, before I continue building things. There we go. Okay. Now, how far did that... Oh, that goes way further than I thought it does. Okay, so we can actually extend this a little further. I'll skip this too, because y'all don't need to see this part either. Look at the skillful driving we have going on here. I'm amazing. I'm incredible. Alright. So now that that's done, so we have this little, like, starter area. I think this is actually where I'm going to put the Troodons. Is that going to be weird? Nah. We only have to fit 12 fences in this place. I'm actually going to make it a little bigger. And I know you're like, it's a Troodon, it doesn't need to be that big. But. I didn't tell you what I'm doing. So I am building this very much like Jurassic Park, the game. Because I love the Troodons in that game. And I wish I had that mod downloaded that made them the Troodons from the game. But I don't. Because I'm skilled like that. But also because I don't think it's updated. Or it hasn't been updated in a while. I think they finally did make like a cosmetic pack. But I haven't downloaded it yet. Because I'm kind of afraid to. And I know. That's kind of silly. But whatever. It doesn't take away from the dinosaur itself. So it's fine. And there is a skin that looks vaguely Jurassic Park the game-esque. So I need to make that hatchery better. Because since we're doing this Jurassic Park themed, we're actually going to do the hatchery Jurassic Park themed as well. Yeah. Jesus. Good Lord. Yeah, we're going to do everything about this Jurassic Park theme because I like it. We're going to additional bay me, although I don't really think I need additional bays for this, but whatever. Because I think I'm going to build a hatchery at every turn, basically. Every exhibit will have a hatchery because there's only going to be like 12. So, and I'm probably going to do, instead of doing the tour at the end of like the first episode or whatever, I'm going to do the tour at the end of the last episode. Or, end of the first episode. That's not even what I meant. What am I trying to say? Where's my English gone? What I'm trying to say is, I'm not going to do the tour, or the, like, showcase, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the last episode. I'm going to make it the last episode, so we'll have an extra episode of this park build, because it's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, is what I'm trying to say, and failing to do so at the same time. Now, that's plenty big enough for a Troodon. In fact, it's a little bit huge. Is it? Actually, it's really not. Especially if we put a bunch of them in here, because I'm planning on it. So, I'm planning on having a bunch of them in here. So, where is my Troodon, and what does he need? And then we'll work off what I want to do with that, basically. I would like to make them as close to the Jurassic Park the game Velociraptor or Troodons as possible. So I think that's Limpopo with some Polcrana, right? Because they were black and white. Or is that going to be Yukon or Killian Mountain? Ooh, is there a white pattern? There is a white pattern. Hold on, let me do that because I think that's closer to what we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. And they'll look cool either way. It's not going to matter. I don't hate the Troodons. It's just, I'm starting with them because they can be relatively annoying. Now, I know they've probably done a little bit of work on that, but they can still be relatively annoying. So, I'm just going to start with them. Now, they need 31% forest and a bunch of open space. And a meat feeder, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, that's fine. Now, what I'm going to do is we are always going to have one of these tucked away in the exhibit. Because, oh wait, I forgot. No, I'm going to have to do that for the Raptor exhibit I want to make with the bios and stuff. I think that's what we're going to do there, because I forgot I got to build a Hyperloop system for them to actually be able to use it. So, completely forgot about that. So, what we will actually do is, does the DFW have a stupid cage in front of there? No, they don't. Okay, good. So we'll use the DFW one. over here, right next to the hatchery, like it's a research post, basically. That's the idea. Because the idea is this is going to be very science-y. This is going to be very science-y. There might be some clutter around, which I might do in another episode or something. Like, this is not going to be a pretty park, like, on that regard, at least for the exhibits themselves. Because this is going to be one of those things where, like, they're testing things, maybe, or there might be little secretive secrets that they're keeping from people, or whatever. That's kind of the way we're going to do this, and that's kind of the way I want to do this. So, do the research viewing gallery right there, and we will do that like that. There you go, and then there we go. Now, what I am going to do is put the hotels in, because I didn't put any hotels in. And they're going to be very mad at me about that. Are we thinking Jurassic Park? I think we're thinking Jurassic Park on the hotels. Just, I don't know. I think it works the best. I think it looks the best for the idea I'm going for here. I love how the buildings interlock. I actually do. I'm actually going to try that over there, too. I forgot. I have this new strategy of building hotels, and it's that right there. As long as they will interlock, I will interlock hotels, because it looks so damn cool. And I don't know why I think it looks that cool, but it looks so cool. Like, look at that and tell me that doesn't look sick as fuck. Like, it just looks so good. They're nestled in next to each other. Plus, it means that I have double the view. You know? Okay, the view's not great, but, yeah, whatever. Neither is this one. It's through an iron bar fence. Although that actually will be a great view of the exhibit once it's done. You know? Let's see. Oh, I need to make this a Jurassic Park style fence. Completely, entirely, utterly forgot about that. Yep. Cool. I love this fence. With the concrete moats at the bottom, too. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is build a little river, because I understand that the river is more of a Dilophosaurus trait, but for this, what I'm going for here, it's also a TROODON thing. Oh, wait. I forgot. Can't build it that close. Because it messes with the environment, and that's just messed up. It shouldn't have messed with anything over there. No, it didn't. Okay. So we'll put it out. Maybe we'll drag it down and around towards the hotel. That way it gives them a reason to be over there anyway. Yeah, that sounds good. Wow. So you're just completely ignoring me. Also, why is it raised? Why does the water raise the terrain? I will never understand this until the day I die. Like, dude, why is that happening? Water should exist on the same spatial plane as the damn land. Water is not an ethereal being of godly essence. It's water, dude. There you go. That works. That works. Okay. So we're going to do a forest along this back edge right here. Just a very small one. Just a little bit of it. And it's going to be the redwood forest, because I like the redwoods better for this instance. I think they're more Nublar and Sorna-esque than most of the other stuff around here. I know they said they didn't want that much, but we're going to be giving them a bunch, because screw them. They don't know what they want. They're Troodons. What do they know? And we're going to do a little bit of forest along this front edge here, and along this right here. Because basically, the way this should work is, there should be little gaps in the forest, sure. But it should be a pretty dense forest. Otherwise. Other than like right along the river's edge along the one side. The one side should be pretty densely forested. That way when they're walking around back here, they have a bunch of room to hide in. And it also means I can kind of semi-hide the feeders. Except for the one that I'm going to put right smack dab next to this thing. Because obviously I do want one right there so they actually come up and hang out, you know. I'm probably going to need a lot more feeders than what I currently have. Which is okay, that's fine. But yeah. I think we're in Alpine, right? Yeah, we're in Alpine. For sure. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just a bunch of rocks. I love rock, okay? I'm not going to apologize for it. It's a beautiful thing. Put some dirt in the middle here just to kind of accentuate those areas where the path, where there's like a path woven into the forest. And we'll do that right here too. Make it a little bit of a bigger path here though. There you go, there you go. Uh-huh. Just to really bring up the point that like maybe a bigger animal has been through here, and kind of warn this out. I like how this was supposed to be Jurassic Park the game inspired, and then all of a sudden it just became a Troodon forest. Like, it is not at all Jurassic Park the game inspired, but whatever. Like, what I will do is I will put like some like heat detectors and motion sensors around the edge of the fence, and like a camera on a post right here next to this hotel room. Just things that kind of make the point that maybe, hey, this is a Jurassic Park thing, because as you are aware, or as you may not be aware, you are now, heat sensors and like motion sensors, cameras, motion sensor tracking systems, like there was a whole security thing in Jurassic Park because of the small dinosaurs. That's actually outlined in the book. The reason they had all these different sensing methods and all these different things around the area was because of dinosaurs like the velociraptors. The velociraptors, the Compsognathus, the things that they knew could and probably would escape, or at least try to. They wanted to monitor and keep an eye on, so they had all these differences. And they mention it in the movie briefly, but not a lot. In the book, it mentions it a lot more. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool with the little. I think what we need to do, just to really make this seem like a very security tight area, is also put some next to the other cameras as well. Like close by, just kind of hanging around. That one we're going to put behind it. Don't ask me why. Just because I said so. And there you go. And then we'll put, yeah, and then there's a heat monitor there, right next to where the people would be sitting. Yeah, okay, alright. there you go. That is the TROODON exhibit finished and done. So yeah, not a very long episode, and these episodes probably won't be very long unless it's some extensive terrain editing I'd be doing, but I don't think it will be, so we're going to go ahead and do this. That's going to make 10 of them. We'll see what 10 of them look like in the environment, and then I'll go from there, because I don't want to overdo it, you know? Pretty much all of them are nocturnal. That's actually incredible. In that case, I might actually do the day-night cycle and apply it. That way, it actually kind of works. So cool. Storm defense, yeah, okay. Alright. So they're ready to be released. Do I need to do anything else preemptively? Oh, you know what I would like to do, actually? I would like to do a little bit of terrain raising. Just a little bit, just to give it that. It's a little too flat at the moment, and, you know, we don't want anything to be flat. Hold on. You're flattening in the wrong area, bud. Or you're raising the wrong area. I don't want the pathways to be raised. I just want the stuff around it to be a little bit raised up. Just a little bit. And not all the time, obviously, but just a little bit. And maybe a little more back here. Since this is like the back of the exhibit. Yeah. Again, just a little bit. Just to give it that little edge that maybe it didn't have before. There you go. Nothing drastic, but it drastically changes the look of the exhibit, and I like it. So, there you go. It may not have been a drastic measure, but it makes a drastic change. Let's have a look. Ooh, they actually look cool as hell. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, they look so cool. It's not exactly what it... Because I think they're Limpopo, so they're actually like purple. But I don't mind it. I think, though... I don't know. I think... No. I like it. I like it. I like that they have very striking... It's a vibrant pattern. Can you even see anything past... Hold on, because I may have messed this up. No, you can see. Okay, good. You can actually see Grand out the front of this thing. Wow. Looks very cool. They're a lot bigger than I remember them being. Is that normal? They're bigger than I thought they were, if that makes sense, because, I mean, you know. But they're very cool. Like I said, not my favorite dinosaur on the list, that's why we're starting with it. Like, full disclosure, it's not my favorite, although that pattern is exquisite. But yeah, it's not my favorite thing in the world, so. There's number 2, looking for food, he's found it. But yeah, I keep saying but yeah, but you get my idea. Anyway, it's not Jurassic Park the game, totally. Obviously there are things I could have done better. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it showed them taking it off. I was like, where is it going? What's happening? This episode has been all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the TROODON exhibit in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. God, Jesus Christ. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I hope you will come back for more chaotic Raptor Park, because that's exactly what you're going to get when you get an episode of Jurassic World Evolution with me. But, thank you everybody, and I will see you all in that next episode. Bye-bye!